right. Hello, TrustSwap community. Jeff Kerdakis here to present the Q1 updates and the Q2 roadmap looking forward. What we achieved in quarter 1 from the public-facing side was very incredible. We saw 3 successful Launchpads, and then on the back-end side, there's been a ton of work that I'm very happy and excited for our product leads to be able to showcase to you in just a brief second. Now, there was an AMA section that usually goes at the end that I talk through, but actually all the questions that were asked actually get replied to by the different product leads across the various verticals. So this will be it for me. I'm going to pass it right off to the team leads. What we accomplished in Q1 on the Launchpad side, phenomenal stuff. Behind the scenes, a ton has been brewing, and I'm really excited for you guys to check this out and to listen in to what has already been accomplished, to what's brewing, and what is in store for quarter 2 and beyond. So as always, you can skip around through the different sections that will be labeled out in the video below, or I highly encourage you to watch the whole thing. Less than 1 hour every 4 times a year. That's a great way to stay updated on TrustSwap. So to keep this brief, I'm going to hand it off right now, and thanks a lot, guys. Chat later.
Zach here, the product manager for Team Finance, looking to take you through a review of how Q1 was for us and an overview of what we've got in store for Q2. So let's jump into it. Today we'll be covering our Q1 wins, our Q1 losses, our goals for the quarter, what that roadmap looks like, and also some exciting job opportunities that we have available. So let's get started. So in terms of Q1 wins, let me just move myself around as well to make sure everyone can see that. One of the big wins was the launch of our TeamSwap widget on the site. So this allows all users on Team Finance to buy and sell crypto. They can do that for whatever project that they're interested in on that specific individual coin page. So as you can see on the example over here on the right, we have Seedify. You can go to that Seedify token page and you can buy and sell Seedify directly there. No need to go anywhere else. We're really excited about this because within the first 60 days, we've already had 270 trades. So there is real usage of this. And we're really excited to be partnering with 0x, which is a real industry leader to help make this a reality. So if you're interested in that, would love to get your feedback. Feel free to go to Team Finance. It's under the All Tokens page. If you click on any one of those individual pages, you'll be able to see that. The second thing that we're excited about and we consider a win is seeing really good traction with our token vesting tool. So, we spent a lot of time towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year redesigning that tool. We've already seen, 100 users of that in Q1, and we have plenty of things still to work on there. So really seeing great traction there, really exciting to see. And then the third thing I want to draw attention to is the top quality new talent that we're hiring here at Team Finance. So we recently brought on board Chris Hammer, who joins us from Consensus, a well-known company in the space. He's joining as our BD and Partnerships Manager. So watch this space on a BD Partnerships front over the next few months because we're going to be seeing a lot of very, very exciting things. In terms of the challenges that we faced over the quarter, they were mainly related to the development of what we call kind of the dashboard. The easiest way to think about this is when you use a lot of Web3 websites, there's often the launch app option, and that takes you to a specific section on the website. That's what we're looking to follow as well with Team Finance. There's a lot of benefits to that, which I won't get into the details of right now, but it really will become the heart of Team Finance moving forward. So that's currently in the final stages before launch. As a community, you should be seeing that within the next month or two. So really excited to get that out to you all. The second kind of main challenge is quite closely related to this. We're seeing a lot of kind of bottlenecks in terms of, front-end dev work. We have a lot of improvements in terms of UIX going forward with Team Finance at the moment to make it more usable, to make users understand the journey that we're trying to take them on in terms of token management. And so we are hiring to solve this issue. Feel free to stick around till the end of the presentation and we'll have some more details about this. But on the right there, you can see kind of a bit of a sneak peek about what the homepage of this dashboard will look like. So very exciting stuff. And I want to just kind of take a moment to reiterate to the community because it's something, we've been working hard on really defining our product vision and goal. And so I want to share that with you all because it's kind of our North Stars we think about where we're moving towards. So we really want to be, for Web3 founders, want you to spend less time on token management and admin. Okay. We're a toolkit that allows founders, CFOs, whoever it might be, to reduce the time and money they spend on their token operations. Unlike other products, Team Finance bundles these token management solutions into one application. You don't need to go to one place for your token creation, another place for your locks, another place for your minting. For your token vesting. It's all within the same service with Team Finance. And so, with that in mind, our product goal is, roughly by July 15th, we're aiming to see 10 paying SaaS users, something I'll talk about in a second. We're moving more towards a subscription based service while maintaining the one off fees for current users, and also looking to really drive people to use multiple Team Finance services. This is something that will kind of go into our validation, which is if these two things are achieved, that will be validation that founders see value in bundled services, what we call the A to Z of token management services, instead of using these separately. Okay. In terms of what this roadmap looks like, I won't spend too much time on it for now, other than to say it is very UX focused, very front end focused, really trying to build synergies between current products that we already have, as well as a couple new things over there. If you have any questions about this specifically and you're a community member, feel free to jump on the Telegram, and happy to chat about it more. And then finally, we're hiring for a front end developer, right? So we want you to join Team Finance. If you are wanting to join one of the fastest growing companies in Web3 and join our 60 plus global team, please reach out. I'll include the link to apply in the video description below, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much, everyone. Really appreciate it.
Welcome to the update on the crypto app for the past quarter. As always, I would like to walk you through the points that we have been able to achieve over the last 3 months, and then also what we have planned next. First of all, the past 3 months have been extremely successful. We have been able to grow to 4.7 million downloads. We have been able to keep up our high rating across Android and iOS at 4.7, so a very good basis to work with. When it comes to business development, our key focus was around launching our Pro and Pro Plus subscription model. In the next step, we will also introduce a benefits page where you'll be able to claim exclusive discounts and get access to giveaways if you are one of these Pro or Pro Plus subscribers. And we have something very exciting in the pipeline, which is the introduction of a crypto and stock trading game. We also have put some time into reflecting what do we want to do over the next year and over the next 3 years. So we have come up with a detailed 1 year roadmap, and just to share with you a couple of points, what we have planned. First of all, we want to continue working on the Pro model. We are in discussions with a top 3 exchange to hopefully integrate them in the next months to come. We've looked into the feedback that we received from our community over the past 9 months to understand how we can potentially improve the user experience. Gained a lot of insights from that, and we are for sure gonna act on the feedback that we have been able to collect. Then we are working on a signal feature. So the signal feature is what you can see here on the right side. So here we've just used the example of Tezos to show you what it will look like. So you can see that the signal can be turned on and turned off, and automatically it will give you access to all the updates that are of relevance from this specific token. So you'll be able to turn on these signals across several major cryptocurrencies, and we believe this will add a lot of value to our users in the future. We've also played a bit around with a ChatGPT integration and have been building something in the background, which is a 24-hour news summary feature. So basically what we're doing is we're tracking which articles have been the most attractive ones for our users over the last 24 hours. We pick the top 20 ones, and then we have ChatGPT create a short summary of these articles. So the summary will be attached to the top of our news aggregation section. And this is something which we are going live with over the next 3 months. And we're also exploring some other channels such as Twitter and Reddit, where we could also apply a similar mechanism to make sure that our crypto app users stay up to date with what's happening in the market. Also on the marketing side, we have put a lot of effort into our pro launch, and we have been featured in several large news platforms, for example, Yahoo Finance and a few others that you can see here on the top of the page. Also, a few news sites decided to do product reviews of the crypto app. So again, there was a lot of traction in regards to the crypto app in crypto and traditional media. We have just started a new educational content campaign, and what we realize is that we are providing lots of incredibly valuable tools, for example, through into the blog that help people to make better investment decisions. But now we also want to teach them how to use these tools and how to read them. So every week we are sending out a push notification that leads to one of our blog articles where we walk through all the details of one specific metric, how to use that, and how to identify trends from these metrics that might be of relevance. We've also started a marketing offering for enterprises. Just started our first project with one company a few weeks ago. Two specific articles I would like to make you aware of are from Crypto Potato and from Geekflare. So Crypto Potato featured us as the #1 crypto portfolio tracking app out there, and Geekflare featured us amongst the top 3 crypto tracking apps. We've also put a little bit of effort over the last few weeks into identifying what our analytics health is and potentially which KPIs we can enhance. And there are 2 specific numbers I would like to draw your attention to. First of all, the 30-day retention by country. As you can see here, we are across the board outperforming the benchmark. And the benchmark here are finance apps, including crypto. So for example, in Germany, which is our largest user base, we are achieving a 22.5% 30-day retention rate in comparison to 3.2%, which our benchmark is achieving. So we are doing much better than most other finance companies out there. And you can see even in countries like the US, we are still significantly better than the benchmark. Another KPI I would like to make you aware of is the average daily active users divided by the monthly active users. That is basically tracking how many times during a week are users using the app and logging into the app. And you can see that our benchmark achieved 17 to 18% on average, and we are at around 30%. That means that our users log into the app at least 2 to 3 times per week. Then moving on to UI and UX. You can see here on the left side, I've created a whole agenda of examples what we want to adjust and improve on the design side. So a lot of minor stuff that does have a huge impact in how the user flow works and how intuitive the app comes across. So the first one you can see here on the right side is on the left side, this is how one specific into the block graph is shown in the app right now, and the right side is what it will look in the future. So it's easier to select or deselect certain exchanges. The graph gets bigger, and overall the graph looks more clean than before. On the next slide, you can see some Pro and Pro Plus improvements. So here we have the comparison plan in front of us. And you can see on the left side again, as is, and on the right side, what we want to achieve. And here you can see we would like to make sure that it's as easy as possible for our users to identify what the pros and cons between the different models are, and we believe the screen here on the right side will help to achieve that. Next one is the widget design. So we've also worked and continuously are working on our widgets. So here's a preview on the right side again. Then the next feature we've been looking into is the token list. And you see on the top, there are different options to filter for different tokens. So it will make it a little bit easier to find the tokens that you're interested in. On the next slide, we look into the signal feature. I quickly talked about that already. So here you can see there is going to be a pop-up which informs about this new feature. And on the right side, you can use the toggle to opt in and opt out of the signals in regards to specific tokens. Then we have also included an annual model into the crypto app. And here you can see that you are able to easily switch between the monthly and the annual plan. The partnerships page where we have exclusive discounts will look like this. And of course, these are just placeholders. There's going to be a lot more information included in the actual benefit page. And we also worked on the design of a kimchi index. Now you're asking yourself, what is a kimchi index? So the kimchi index does show the premium that Koreans have to pay in comparison to the global average. For example, Koreans will want to know what is a good time to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, and the lower the premium is they pay in comparison to the global average, the better it is. This is a key feature for Korean users, and since we are about to enter the Korean market, we want to make sure that we integrate that into the app specifically for our Korean community as well. Now, coming to the product developments. A lot has happened here, but as it's very technical, I will keep it on a high level for now. So first of all, we have added interstitials, full screen ads that will help us to make users aware of new features, for example, that have been added to the crypto app. There are going to be two new alert types that are coming. One is a transaction alert and one is a pump alert. So the pump alert continuously tracks the top 500 tokens out there. And whenever there is a major pump of, let's say, 25%, you would get a push notification that this token has significantly pumped, and potentially this is something you want to look into. On the iOS side, we have worked on all different kinds of new features, for example, integrating multiple EVM-based chains. We've worked on stacked area charts, and you also have white papers as well as Twitter and Reddit now included in the coin detail view. This was already available on Android, and now we are making sure that iOS is catching up with where we already stand on the Android side. When it comes to the backend, I will just mention briefly, we are automating some flows, refactoring the code, ensuring that we are set up for success and for scalability. That is very important for us. I will not mention too much about the other points. And we've also been working on a web dashboard that allows us now to automatically pin news posts, to send out push notifications, time those, so everyone also from the business team is now able to make use of this dashboard, which will help us in many different areas. What is happening in Q2? I will not go through all the details here, but focus on these 5 initiatives, which I believe will move the needle for the crypto app. First of all, we want to integrate the signal feature that I already referred to, which will, we believe, add a lot of value to our users because they can keep track of everything that is going on in regards to their favorite tokens and projects. Second thing is we're going to launch an affiliate program, started to integrate 2 different software solutions, and this will help us to work together with large enterprises and to really roll out the Pro and Pro Plus model to hundreds and thousands of additional users. The third point is that we want to increasingly focus on educational offerings for crypto beginners. So besides the blog articles that we are working on, we also want to work on specific video contents that will help to understand basic crypto concepts. And we will also add that to our Pro and Pro Plus model. The fourth point is that we want to be listed on more crypto tracker comparison websites because we believe this is a very common entry point to start using apps. So we want to be mentioned ideally on all these main platforms. And last but not least, we also want to implement design changes. I've already walked you through some of them, but there is a lot more planned on the design side, which will help users to have the best possible experience on the crypto app, and that will allow us to achieve our growth targets in the end. Thank you very much for listening in, and see you again soon.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandeep and I'm the director of Launchpads at TrustSwap. In this presentation, I will go over a review of Q1 and an overview of Q2 this year. So coming to what happened in Q1. So the month of January has been dull for the most part. And what we did in January is that we did the launch for Carbon. Although the TGE and listing happened in February, we still did the launch in Jan. And then we also focused mainly on our incubation projects like PodFast, Wi-Fi Map, and a couple of other projects which we cannot disclose at this time. So we spent a lot of time and resources in getting those incubation projects in shape for launch. And as you know, PodFast and Wi-Fi Map launched in March. And so that is basically what we did primarily in Q1 of this year. And then coming to the key milestones, Carbon performed really well. Not many expected it to perform that well, but it did really well. Everyone made good amounts of profit from Carbon, as well as PodFast also launched and it was also super successful. It was one of the top 2 oversubscribed projects ever in the history of TrustSwap. So that was the second launchpad we did in Q1. And the third one is Wi-Fi Map, which has just recently launched on our launchpad. And it is going to be listed on OKX, centralized exchange, as well as the decentralized exchange in the coming 24 hours. So one other new initiative we did for Wi-Fi Map Launchpad is that our VIP Community Council got first come, first serve allocations as well. So, we are starting to actually reward our top community for being very loyal and being part of our community. So we are definitely going to keep rewarding our top stakers. And this will not only be restricted to the VIP community, but we will also try to extend this over to the top 1,000 stakers, as depending on how much we can do and what we can do for a specific launchpad. And coming to the rating process, we had a rating process even last year, but we improved it much further. We fine-tuned it, and we basically made it efficient over this quarter. And then, as you know, we always work with different VC partners, with different launchpads, with different consultants and advisors who work with projects. So we have made many more such deals in this quarter. We are talking with many VCs. We are talking to a couple of advisors, couple of consultants who work with these early stage projects. So we are working with them for a deal flow. And we actually have a very good deal flow for TrustSwap right now. And our rating team, our rating standards are super high, that only very few of them pass through our rating process. And what you will also see in the coming week or so is that we have a few projects where the rating team has approved them, but we want the community's decision, or we would like to get the advice from you guys, from our community, to see if you like the project or not. And depending on the responses we get from the community, we are planning to either launch it or not launch those projects. So, we want to give the decision making power to our community uh, in terms of whether we want to launch a project or not. And then, as you know, we started focusing more on the customer support last quarter, and we continue doing the same for this quarter as well. One of the pending issues we have right now is the refunds on Podfast. The information has been sent over to the Podfast team, and those refunds should be processed in April this year. So those will be resolved or taken care of pretty soon. And coming to working with L1s and L2s for deal flow and collaboration, as you know, we are always active in collaborating with these top tier projects. And it's not only from a Launchpad perspective, but also from a team finance perspective. Like, if you check team finance, we already have more than 10 different chains integrated. And so we are talking to these tier 1, L1, and L2 protocols, both from team finance integration / collaboration, as well as from the Launchpad angle as well. We are currently talking to a few layer 1 protocols, and it's still too early to decide or reveal what we are talking to them about, but please stay tuned. If there is any possibility of getting any Launchpad allocations or getting any early round access to our VIP community or to the top 1,000 staker group, we are exploring all those options right now. So please stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, we cannot reveal who we are talking to at this time, but we do have plans of doing something. And we are also talking to a layer 2 protocol for Launchpad in quarter 2. More details about this are going to be shared later. And coming to the goals for quarter 2, again, these are the main things we are going to be focusing for this coming quarter. One of the main things is we will continue our collaboration with VCs and other Launchpads. And the idea is to have a strong deal flow. So we are going to continue with this. And one thing that we might also be doing this quarter is that if the community, if you folks have any project that you think is a good fit for our TrustSwap Launchpad, feel free to share our application form, and you can also ask the project to apply there, and they can include your username as a referrer. And if they get approved, you will also get a referral fee. So yeah, please feel free to send us projects. Please feel free to send us projects either on the Telegram channel or email me. You will find my email at the end of this presentation as well. So yeah, feel free to pass on any information that can help us get projects to TrustSwap Launchpad. And again, we will also continue focusing on advisory and incubation projects. We currently have at least 2 projects that are in the incubation phase right now, and 3 are yet to be decided whether we want to incubate them or not. So there are a lot of potential projects in the pipeline at TrustSwap. I cannot reveal more information right now, but I think the community will be happy. And yes, we are also trying to implement some sort of a program where the VIP community members and the top 1,000 stakers will have access to early rounds in these incubation projects. The plans are still a work in progress right now, but we definitely have plans to implement them this quarter. And again, we will continue focusing on improving the customer service and support our community members are going to receive. And then the security token offering market is something which was planned to be focused on last quarter, but we did not get a chance. So this has been moved from Q1 to Q2. So we will continue exploring the STO market if that is something we want to do. And also, we are also looking into expanding into the African market. We spoke to a few projects in the previous quarter as far as our entry into African market is concerned, but we were just not too impressed by those projects. So we just put the whole plan onto the sidelines for now, but we will continue exploring all these this quarter. And again, we have actually started doing some collaborative work between the Launchpads and TCA, the crypto app. And you must have seen a campaign run for Wi-Fi Map Launchpad by TCA as well, where additional allocation was given to people who bought the annual subscription package on TCA. So we are going to do something similar moving forward as well, but on a much bigger scale. So as you know, one of the long-term vision of our Launchpad is to create a coin list type platform. That collaboration with TCA is going to be like super substantial and important for that long-term vision. So if anyone has any questions, or if you'd like to refer a project, or if you'd like to just discuss things, feel free to email me at sandeep@trustswap.org. And please stay tuned for more information. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Swappable update, TrustSwap's NFT vertical as we enter into Q2 of 2023. Taking a quick look at the agenda, we're going to start off with some of our accomplishments in Q1, and then we're going to take a look at our plans for Q2. So let's jump right in. The World Economic Forum. So back in January, we attended the World Economic Forum, which was a very big deal, not just for Swappable, but for TrustSwap company as a whole. I am sure I don't need to tell you, but the World Economic Forum is a huge global event, so it really was quite special for us to be there presenting our company. And what took us there was our work creating these live NFT gallery installations, which if you've been following our updates, you'll know that these galleries are something that has taken us to some kind of crazy places over the past year. So, for example, we've been to the Crypto Finance Conference, we've been to Art Basel, and we've been to CV Summit. So here at the World Economic Forum, we created another of these NFT galleries, which this time was situated in the entrance to the CV Labs Networking Lounge. And this gallery we built in partnership with Art Meta, who were our previous Launchpad partner, and we displayed a number of the NFTs that were minted and sold on Swappable here in this gallery. On my screen, you can see a small picture of the gallery. It was quite a nice setup. It was like a long wall of NFT artworks that all the visitors to the networking lounge had to pass through when they entered. So they'd sort of walk through, then they'd stop and look at the artworks, and they'd find out about Swappable and TrustSwap. And this was at the entrance to the networking lounge, and then in the networking lounge itself, we had a number of NFT screens dotted around. So Swappable here had a very strong position, and it was really cool because it's kind of in a place where all the people from the blockchain space were coming to meet and network. If you want to see more pictures, then have a scroll back through Swappable's Twitter channel. Also at the World Economic Forum, we hosted our own TrustSwap side event. This was called Blockchain Beyond the Hype. And for this, we brought on board a pretty epic lineup of special guests. So for example, we had guests from Avalanche, from DLTX, and from Velas. And we had all of these guys up on the stage, up on the TrustSwap stage, presenting speeches and attending the panel discussions. And the event, it was pretty packed out. We had around 150 attendees, and we created some pretty good awareness of TrustSwap company. We wrote a pretty comprehensive article after the event, so if you have a look at the TrustSwap blog, then you can have a read through more about it. The other picture on my screen is our COO Ivan, who was presenting TrustSwap up on the stage to the room full of guests. So we had a pretty good presence here in our event, but also away from the NFT gallery. In terms of, we also had Ivan, our COO again, also presenting TrustSwap in the Casper Labs building, talking about all the different verticals, all the different things we're working on that we do, and also talking about the recent integration of Casper Labs into our ecosystem. TrustSwap was also named as a top 50 challenger company, which was some really nice recognition to get at the event. And we also attended a number of networking events and made some quite insane connections, kind of meeting and talking with a lot of C-levels and founders from some of the biggest companies in the crypto space. And now we've come away from the event, we're continuing these discussions, and we're kind of exploring ways that we can work together. So to wrap up this section, the World Economic Forum was a pretty huge success for TrustSwap. Moving on to our other key accomplishment from Q1, we went live with the redemption of the NTR1 Meta sneakers. For those of you who are newer to the ecosystem and have not heard about these yet, then NTR1 Meta is Swappable's digital sneaker project. And for this, we partnered with a digital fashion company and 20 of our previous Launchpad partners. And we created a kind of a entirely new brand of sneakers. And what's super cool about them is that they're sneakers that you can wear in the metaverse and in real life. We went live with this project last year. We had the initial sale, and then we launched the digital versions of the sneakers to wear in Decentraland. But at the end of Q1, we then went live with the redemption of the physical pairs. And this is a pretty big milestone on the project roadmap. It is something we've been working on for a long time now, and I'm especially very excited to now soon be able to see these out there and being worn by all of the community. The other big update on this project is that along the way we've made some pretty major upgrades. So now you no longer have to burn the NFT to redeem the physical pair, as all the NFT holders are actually eligible to have both. So you can have the sneakers to wear in real life and in the metaverse. So that's a bit of a change since the project started. But also along the way, we've also integrated NFC chips into the sneaker tongues. So you can actually scan these sneakers with your mobile phone, and using our partner Another One's mobile phone app, you can verify their authenticity on the blockchain. But what is perhaps more exciting, utilizing these NFC chips, is that we are integrating what we are calling a flex to earn module into the sneakers, which means that soon you'll be able to earn our partner Another One's token just by wearing these sneakers. So either in real life or walking around in Decentraland, you'll be able to be rewarded with the AN1 token. That is pretty epic. It is something we've been working on for many months now, so it's really cool that we can now talk about it, and that it's not just in the idea stage, in the building stage, but now it is really coming to life. The redemption window to redeem your sneakers is now open, and it will be until the 27th of April. So if you want to redeem, head over into the Swappable community and see the pinned article for the link and the instructions on how to do so. And alternatively, if you slept on this, or if you're new to the ecosystem, we've also opened up a new sales window. So you now have the opportunity to mint new pairs of these sneakers, and that window is also going to be open until the 27th of April. So NTR Meta has come a very long way. Moving on, let's now look at our plans for Q2. Okay, this is quite a big update, but we are currently working on a larger enterprise NFT solution. So as you know, over the past year, we have built NFT solutions for some pretty big organizations. For example, our work with Accenture, We've done our work with UNICEF, most recently the Liechtenstein Bankers Association, where we gave every banking sector employee in the entire country an NFT. And now with the success of all this, we are now at a stage where we can start working on the next evolution of Swappable, which is going to take us to a whole new level. There is not a huge amount I can tell you right now. As we're currently working everything through, we're kind of making sure everything is ready and prepared before we announce it to you. But I can tell you now that it's a new larger enterprise NFT solution. It is something that's going to be integrated with our other TrustSwap verticals, and we expect to have all the details ready to announce it later on in Q2. Regarding the development side of it, we're now gearing up for this, and we're looking at starting the development later on in 2023. This is going to be quite a big change for Swappable, in that Swappable is going to change quite significantly going forwards. So I am super excited for it, and I'm sure you are going to be very excited when we can finally announce it and tell you more about it. And that is it for this update, but thank you very much for watching, and if you have any questions, please do reach out in the Swappable community channels.
Hi there, TrustSwap family. This is Honora Amobi, the Chief Marketing Officer of TrustSwap, and I'm excited once again to be here talking about some of the accomplishments of the marketing department in the first quarter of 2023. It was a real slap bang quarter. We had a lot of stuff going on, extremely busy, extremely productive, hyper efficient. So I'm excited to share some of the stuff that went on in the first 3 months of 2023. Let's get started. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the accomplishments for Q1, and then I'll talk about some of the planning we're doing for Q2, and then I'll talk about TrustSwap, our parent company, Team Finance, the crypto app, and the TrustSwap Launchpad, and how we're helping to shape the marketing for all of those properties. Let's get right into it. So Q1 was pretty crazy. It was great. It was fantastic. Very, very, very busy. We started off with a bang with 3 incredible Launchpads clients, Carbon, Podfast, and Wi-Fi Map, all tremendously successful launches. The marketing team was definitely hyper busy making sure we supported the deployment, the successful deployment and execution of these launches. Lots of announcements, interviews, AMAs, emails, etc. So yeah, it was a good quarter for launches. We successfully helped the crypto app team deliver the Pro version and the Pro Plus versions. The crypto app is a subsidiary of TrustSwap, and we have a kick-ass crypto mobile app for crypto research. We recently expanded that app with a Pro and Pro version for those people who want to go a little deeper into the cryptocurrency ecosystem with research, etc. So we have Masari integrated, into the block integrated, and a whole lot more. So it's available in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. So make sure you get the crypto app. All of you should have the crypto app at this point. It's the #1 app for crypto. So we successfully helped deliver the rollout of the crypto app Pro version. In addition, we helped Team Finance and the crypto app with affiliate marketing research. We are looking to broaden our marketing reach with affiliates for both products. And we did some crypto app vendor interviews, affiliate vendor interviews as well. We have been in business for a while, and we have deep relationships with influencers across the cryptocurrency ecosystem, but we continue to seek out the best and brightest, and we developed more influencer marketing relationships with 100 plus influencers, and we can now use them to deploy for future projects. We completed a set of video and banner ads for the crypto app and Team Finance. And in addition, if that wasn't enough, we had Algorand campaigns, marketing for Algorand that we're building, Team Finance, auto compounding feature that we publicized, Uniswap V3 for Team Finance we publicized, Team Finance, Binance Smart Chain, BSC promo that we publicized, the TeamSwap exchange feature that just got deployed. We publicized that as well. ETH lock discounts and much more. And then we also did interviews with our COO and some executives from the crypto app as well. So it's been a really, really busy quarter. My team has been rocking and rolling, so we got a lot done. Now, we also did a whole lot around a category I like to call marketing and administration, or record keeping. This just encompasses some of the internal processes that we actually did on the back end. So we did a comprehensive intake processes for social media copywriting, newsletter, and video requests. We believe in people, product, and process. We continue to refine the process at TrustSwap so we get more and more hyper efficient and productive and profitable as we go along. So we continue to refine those. We completed a bunch of pitch decks and media kits for all the TrustSwap verticals. We delivered brand guidelines and style guides for the verticals. We saw a substantial increase in blog and social media presence. We had a whole bunch of announcements, whether it's alliances, partnerships, new features, Launchpads. We're really stretching our content calendars, and we're sending out a lot of emails as well, but we've seen a substantial increase in traffic to our properties as well. So that's been exciting. We completed the design of video and banner assets for both the crypto app, Pro model, and Pro and Pro Plus models and Team Finance. We completed the Gitbook help documents for Team Finance as well. And we delivered a brand new email newsletter subscription page and designs for our TrustSwap. So this is like 1/10 of what we've done this quarter, but I just hope it gives you a good feel for some of the things we've done on the back end. So for Q2, a lot of exciting stuff. We keep the momentum going. We plan to focus on brand reinforcement in Q2. So Launchpads, from a marketing perspective, we have a lot of exciting Launchpads coming down the pipeline. Can't wait to announce them to you. Revenue is still important to us, of course. That's going to be our priority, and making sure that we publicize our Launchpads appropriately and get enough press and coverage for each one as they go. More executive awareness. TrustSwap is, we're just short of 100 people, but we are a pretty exciting cryptocurrency company. We're geographically distributed, and we have a lot of talent across the company. And it's my job to make sure you get to learn a little more about who's behind marketing, engineering, all the different departments in the company. So we're going to be making more thought leadership videos and highlighting our executives and some of our department leads and staff. And then business support, of course, we continue to create brand awareness for our products. Like I said, joint ventures, some of our strategic partners, and just basically continue to showcase our ecosystem to our community and investors. So for Team Finance, we have a lot going on there as well. We're going to be supporting the Team Finance team with advertising, marketing, and also user personalization. We're going to be doing focusing on 3 of our blockchain partners. As you probably know, Team Finance supports around 12 different chains, 12 or more chains, which we try and support as many blockchains with that product as possible. And we're going to be focusing on one of our partners a month, making sure that our community, have an awareness of that chain and the projects that are launching on that chain and some of the fantastic things you can do on that chain on Team Finance. One of the things we're also doing is we're adding a newsletter functionality into Team Finance and email functionality. This is optional, at least for now. We want to make sure that if you use the Team Finance product, we have a chance to contact you regarding not only the specific token that you may be locking or vesting on, but a way to contact you to kind of let you know what new developments are happening in Team Finance. This particular product is being refined. There are a lot of there's so many different things coming to Team Finance. We're making this a best-in-class product for Web3. And we want to make sure that we have an avenue to not only support our users, but contact them and share some of the good news as well. So we're going to be pushing that out the next quarter. We plan to start delving into affiliate marketing for Team Finance. Basically, if you want to refer a user to Team Finance, you're going to be able to give them your wallet address. And if they sign up and say you referred them, then you'll get a portion of the sale for that lock or for the vesting or for the product. And I think that's going to be very exciting. So that's currently in development in QA right now, but that's going to be coming pretty soon. And then, of course, video collateral with partners, influencers, and some of our strategic partners as well. So we're going to be putting out more videos and building up that SEO to the product. Moving on to the Launchpad. The Launchpad was super explosive. Like I said, 3 big launches. And next quarter, we're going to focus on process refinement and market expansion. So we're going to start working on processes with our strategic third-party partners. We're going to be talking about looking at the Launchpad process, refining that, making that more streamlining that more, looking at alternate Launchpad strategic processes we can actually deploy. And to that end, we're also going to be looking at expanding, taking a look outside of the current Web3 projects we're traditionally doing, and maybe even looking at Africa with some of our partners and getting Web3 projects from the developing world, etc. So there are many different. Web3 is exciting. We continue to look across the ecosystem, and there are lots of incredible, talented people out there with, products and good projects that are qualified for or raised on our Launchpad. So as we continue to find new opportunities, we continue to think about new ways to get those opportunities financing and launching. So stay tuned for that. And also influencer curation. We're going to be working with new influencers and continuing to test the influencers we have to make sure that they actually do strategically move the needle. And we're able to justify an ROI in our marketing spend. For the crypto app, the Pro Plus, the Pro and the Pro Plus version launched. Very excited about that. We're seeing a steady uptick in customers. Excited about that. We continue to work with that team to get multimedia videos and banners made. We also are doing some exciting stuff in the B2C space for the crypto app. Can't really talk too much about that, but we're going to be creating some educational content for some of our users. We have hundreds of thousands of users every month, and we do acknowledge that a lot of those users may not be super fluent in crypto quite yet. So we're going to do what we can to help nurture those users along the chain. So look forward to some exciting B2C content coming soon for the crypto app. Affiliates as well. We're looking deeply into the affiliate model. We're helping the crypto app team with vendor selection and looking into affiliate vendors for both the Google Play Store and the Apple Store, and making great progress there. And of course, our landing pages, we continue to create new landing pages and experiment with the features that our users find most attractive in the product as we position that product in the marketplace. So that's like a little bit of what we're doing, what we did in Q1 and what we plan to do in Q2. We've been extremely busy. Even though the TrustSwap, the cryptocurrency ecosystem has faltered a little bit with a bear market, TrustSwap continues to be incredibly busy. We're hiring. We are going to conferences. We have lots of projects we're working on in development, new potential acquisitions. It's been crazy. A lot of stuff going on, but the team is excited. And once again, we recognize and we're so grateful to our community because we know we couldn't do this without you. Thank you. And I can't wait to be back to share a little more about what we're doing for Q3. But for now, that's about it. And thank you once again. Stay safe and take care of your families. This is Nora Moby for TrustSwap.